welcome back to my channel. My name is Barbara and this is
Dada.
No, that's my boyfriend. Introduce yourself.
Oh, Gerard.
Yes, this is Gerard. We got into Tokyo about this time yesterday, I want to say, right?
A little under 24 hours ago.
Yeah, it's been a little under 24 hours.
Fun first day.
Fun first day for sure. I do gotta say though, jet lag is real. Jet lag is real.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think it was that bad, but maybe it was just me.
I'm exhausted. Very exhausted. And basically today we're going to give you a review of Japan within our first 24 hours.
Yeah.
Shinjuku, which is where we're staying.
Yeah.
It's one of the districts in Tokyo. And I would say it's one of the busiest districts in Tokyo.
Where we're staying at Shinjuku is known as like its red light district, so bars, clubs,
yeah,
food, all that kind of stuff. It's very
nightlife.
It's very geared towards the younger generation of people, probably from like 20 to 30 years old.
Yeah.
While there is also a lot of stuff for kids to do early in the day. Make sure like around nighttime it starts to be a little more of a party scene. So I don't know if you want your kids out at 9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, after like I would say like 5:30ish.
Yeah.
Is like when the rush hour is starting to end, and then like
the nightlife begins.
Yeah, the nightlife kind of takes over.
Yeah.
So since we got into our hotel, Gerard and I have slept very little. Something like maybe 6 to 4 hours.
Which is normal sleep for me. But
for him, but not for me. I'm used to my whole 8 hours, so I am a little sleep deprived. So for our first day here in Tokyo, we decided to just stay local and see what's around our hotel and figure out what we kind of liked and disliked about this area. I do have to say that first impressions, this country is one of the cleanest countries I've ever been to.
for sure. I mean, I don't really have any negatives about what the first day has been, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So far, it's probably the best place I've visited.
Okay.
That's going on. This is just off one day's experience, so we'll see how that gets changed or doesn't change over the next 9 or so days. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I do dislike, and I guess it's not really a dislike if you look at it from a different perspective, but the only thing I would say I dislike is like people sometimes walk in the same lane as the cars, and that makes me a tad bit nervous.
But
that's part of their culture. Yeah, that's part of their culture, and they do manage themselves very carefully, I would say.
Yeah.
So like no one here is driving like a crazy person. They drive pretty carefully. So I guess in their culture is accepted, but for me, I get a little scared. I get a little scared just walking the street and there's like a guy like beeping at you. But other than that, the country is pretty clean. They're very respectful. They're very nice.
Yeah, I mean, there's no complaints.
So the last thing we did, the day was running late and we were just kind of a little tired. But I did want to stop by Lush. And they had a Lush here in Tokyo. I gotta say, well, this is Lush. There we go. Lush here in Tokyo. I have to say the bathtub in this hotel, which we'll have a room tour, but the bathtub in this hotel is gorgeous. It's deep and it's everything I've ever wanted. And so here is when we what's left of what we purchased.
We purchased 3 Lush Bombs.
We purchased 3 Lush Bombs and then the lip balm over there. So
it tastes like chocolate.
So we purchased that and 3 bath bombs, and we decided to come back to the hotel and each do one of these because I'm gonna tell you, man, walking around is exhausting. I'm tired. But yeah, I think overall we had a lot of fun for our first day.
And I expect as we go to other districts or return to parts of Shinjuku that we'll even have more purchases to show off.
Yeah.
While we were talking about that, it gave me a reminder about the tax-free stuff that happens.
Oh yeah, that's another thing that's going on. So one of the things that, you see as a tourist and you're shopping around and you're looking around, for our first day, I think the most interesting thing was to see that some stores are tax-free. And what that means is that being tax-free for tourists, all you need to do is bring your passport.
Yeah, so you bring your passport and then they pretty much essentially stamp it again to let people, I guess, to let the customs agents know that you've made purchases, an X amount of purchases,
yeah,
via this tax-free thing, because I believe if you don't pay it, or if it's not tax-free, when you arrive at customs, that you're probably going to have to pay whatever the taxes are for what you purchased.
I just know that you don't have to pay taxes there.
Yeah.
When you buy something, if that makes sense.
So that's something I think people should look out for, especially when this traveling around Tokyo is when you're shopping.
Yeah, there's a lot of places that have
Make sure you have your physical passport and not a passport card, because while some countries do accept passport cards for identification purposes, which Tokyo does do and Japan does, they just don't accept it towards the tax-free thing.
Yeah.
Because they need to see your physical passport when you arrive in Tokyo or whichever area of Japan you're staying at. I'm sure that applies to Osaka or somewhere else.
Yeah. I would also say that their bathrooms are interesting. Everything is a lot smaller. I could not find a single shoe in my size. I could not find a single shoe in my size. Granted, the people here are a lot smaller, like in stature.
Well, that's something as expected. As if you look at, like, if you shop at Uniqlo in America, the sizes are pretty much one size down. So if you buy a large T-shirt there, expect it to fit a medium. So that's something I kind of expected going into it.
So that's the one thing I was like, okay. But overall, the whole thing about Japan is they're a lot cleaner, they're a lot nicer.
There's no one jaywalking. Like, if you walk the streets of Manhattan, people are crossing in the middle of the street, taxis are going flying by or stopping, and traffic gets delayed. They're strictly cross at the light, and that's it.
So they're very, like, strict with their, I guess they're not strict, they're just very, they're not strict,
It's called being polite. And actually, like, following rules, because we have the same rules in America, people just don't abide to them.
People are just rude in America. Like, once you come here, you're like, wow, people are rude. Like,
it's a cultural difference, and it shows even bigger when you're around people that aren't your culture, per se. So when you're seeing it here, you're like, there's no reason it shouldn't work in New York.
There's no reason. Like, if you see how busy these streets get, there's no reason why it should not work in, like, the smallest town in America. So, like, the fact that that's the biggest difference, it's kind of crazy. And I guess the biggest culture shock is how polite and how nice and accepting the Japanese are to, I guess, foreigners. We've had multiple people help us.
Multiple times. And
multiple times.
They don't have to. And
they don't have to.
The language barrier, where you're still able to communicate with them.
They still know that we need help, and they still are able to help us. Like, we don't ask for help. people literally come up to us and like help us. But that's the thing, like being polite and being nice in this country is the biggest like culture shock for us, I think. Like people
that's the biggest difference, and that's what stands out more than whatever else is around in Shinjuku that we've seen. Another Shinjuku.
And this is like the biggest town in Tokyo. So I would say like, yeah, if it works here, it should work in America.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's America being America.
Yeah, essentially. But yeah, with that being said, everything's smaller. Yeah. Everyone's nicer. Any other reviews in Tokyo?
That's it, man. We only seen so much.
Everything's smaller. Everything's cleaner. Everyone's nicer. And that's our review of Tokyo for the first day that we're here. We will be uploading a room tour sometime soon. I'm so sorry about that. We are just very tired. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever wanted to come to Tokyo. Let me know if you have any questions. I would love to, or we would love to answer them. If you wanted to visit a place and want us to record it, let me know that too, because we will be more than happy to take advice. We're here for 9 more days. So
by the time all these videos get up from all our reviews and general things what we do daily, I think we have a somewhat decent grasp of what goes on here.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will try to link everything down below. Again, this is very late. I'm very tired. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next one.